Let me take off my glove. Okay. All right, we've established that you do not have any money, right?
Yes.
So what could possibly be in your pocketbook that would be of any value at all to me?
Nothing.
So why the hell would I want it?
I didn't say you wanted it, but you put it back there.
When did I put it back there?
When I put it up here, and then you knocked it over.
I had keys in my hand. Well, if you put it in my way and I knocked into it, then that's your fault.
No, then give it back.
Go get it.
You're right there. You can stretch right up
I'm
there.
busy.
Stop!
You can see I'm busy.
Give me my pocketbook.
I'm busy filming an idiot. Can you just leave me alone?
Stop it.
Drinking tea, somebody probably pissed in over there.
Nobody pissed in the tea. Why would anybody piss in the tea?
Well, it's on the counter of a Chinese restaurant. You know, somebody could have just taken a leak and dumped a cup in it just to see what happens.
I don't think so.
Okay, you can go with that.
Stop!
You and your rabbit fur coat.
Anyways, it was white, the water. It wasn't yellow.
I don't even want to go there. You and your rabbit fur coat.
Yeah, and? What is your point?
Well, you're a rabbit murderer.
I'm not a rabbit murderer. I had nothing to do with killing the rabbits.
You bought the coat, didn't you?
Yes.
Then you, therefore, with your money...
Technically, no. Billy bought it for me.
But you still accepted it. And you wear it with pride. Which means you condone the wholesale murder of poor, cute little bunny rabbits.
No, I do not.
Well, then why are you wearing their skins?
It was already dead anyway.
So if I found a dead squirrel on the side of the road, you wear that too?
No, that's ew.
Oh, but little cute bunny rabbits, their little cute tails and ears. I guess it's okay to wear them, huh? Yeah. Well, how would you like it if somebody skinned you and wore you like a coat?
But I don't have any fur.
Well, they'll just take your scalp then. Or they'll make a pair of gloves out of you.
Like leather?
Yeah. Yes. What's that guy in the horror movie there?
Leatherface?
Yeah, him too, but the other guy, the one who eats brains and shit. No, he wasn't the one that made people into masks, was it? Who the hell was that? He was that serial killer from the 50s. No, that was a documentary he was on. I forget his name now. Out in the Midwest somewhere. They went into his house. He had skinned people and made masks to wear and shit.
Why does that sound familiar?
It was on the Discovery Channel or some shit like that. Probably 20 times. You must have seen it. When the cops go into the house, he didn't have electricity. They had to go in the house with flashlights. And all of a sudden they find, cups made out of skulls and human face masks and all kinds of other nasty shit. They freaked out. They're little small town cops out there in the 50s, no less. They freaked out. Turned out to be one of the worst serial killers in American history, I think.
Not the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
No. Not him. I forget the guy's name, but it was a long time ago. Yeah, he wore rabbit fur coats too.
I forget which serial killer I am.
You want to repeat that a little louder?
No, let me explain.
Go ahead. Let me see. You want to know what kind of serial killer you are? Of people or animals? Have you graduated to people yet, or are you just sticking to bunny rabbits?
No, just listen to my story first. There's an explanation to that. Yesterday, when we were playing on the computer, we were doing, the Facebook quizzes, and, they do all kinds of different things, and...
30th of November, 2013, we are interrogating...
Stop it! And so one of them was, which serial killer are you? And my niece got Freddy Krueger, and...
You do realize that Freddy Krueger was a Hollywood character, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, whatever. And my sister got The Fly.
Another Hollywood character.
Yeah. And I forgot which other one my sister was. And I forgot which one I was. Anyway, I'm the little drummer boy or girl, whatever you want to call it, in which claymation character am I? There's another quiz.
The only question I can think really to ask is, were you drunk at the time, or are you still drunk now?
Neither.
Then that's just plain pathetic.
Why?
What kind of a game do you play to figure out what kind of serial killer you are? If you don't know already, then who the hell's going to tell you that? Maybe a shrink. So exactly how many victims do you have?
None.
Then what kind of serial killer are you?
It was just in fun to try to find out which serial killer
That sounds sick.
Which traits do you have most of?
There are female serial killers.
Yeah.
There's that one in Florida. She was a prostitute killing her Johns and shit.
Warnos.
I don't know what her name was. I forget. It's in one ear, right at the other.
Though, wasn't she Carolyn Warnos, I think?
Sounds familiar. Who the hell knows?
But isn't she in Bedford?
Oh, God, I hope not.
Amy Fisher? She was in Bedford.
She wasn't a serial killer.
No, but I Well.
And she's not in Bedford anymore.
Well, Warnes wasn't a serial killer either.
Yeah, she actually was.
Oh,
Well, I don't know if that was her name, but the one I'm thinking of was.
Yeah, not Warnes. Warnes is the one that she killed that doctor guy, dude.
Dr. Tonauer? Diet doctor?
One of them.
No, that was in the 70s. I don't remember who that was.
I wish we had Wi-Fi.
Why?
Look it up.
I can't remember the name now. But she's dead too, I think. The one that killed Herbert Tarnower, the diet doctor. But that was like in 78 or 9, something like that.
I thought that was Warnos.
No, I don't think so. The name doesn't sound like
I think
that.
she killed some doctor. I think.
I'm sure a lot of doctors have been killed by jealous wives, husbands, or whatever over time. You know, there's lots of doctors around. I'm sure they all wore rabbit skin coats too.
Stop.
I can't believe you actually support fur.
Oh, and I'm White Christmas. The holiday movie.
What?
For which holiday movie are you?
The extremely racist White Christmas.
How is that racist? It's not racist.
Well, let's see. They did blackface impersonations.
That's fun, though.
Oh, really? You think doing blackface little skits is fun?
I didn't say that.
Calling black men boy and shit on the show, everything else. Hey, boy, where are the cigarettes? Hey, yeah. But then again, that does kind of fit in with your image.
No.
Yeah.
But White Christmas was a good movie.
Oh, maybe in 1948 or whatever.
No, it's still a good movie now. Matter of fact, my sister's going to see.
You know what a good movie is for Christmas?
What?
Gremlins.
My favorite Christmas movie is A Wonderful Life.
You see, but that's artificial because nobody's Christmas is like that. Gremlins, on the other hand,
How do you
everybody's
figure
Christmas
nobody's
is like that. What?
How do you figure nobody's Christmas is like that?
Well, because people tend to be stressed at Christmas time. They're rushing around all over the place, especially these days, trying to get the perfect gift, trying to get the best deals, trying to get the right meals on the table, everything else, visit the relatives, deal with airlines and the age of
But
terrorism.
back in that
You know?
day, it wasn't like that.
Yeah, that was 1938 or some shit
Yeah.
like that. Long time ago. It's not definitive of today's Christmas.
I don't care.
Gremlins, however, is.
I don't care. I like that Christmas.
Yeah, Gremlins is cool. They had it on TV the other day.
I really like Gremlins.
Oh, that was cool. Come on, Steven Spielberg movie. Yeah, that was great.
I mean, it was okay. It wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen, but it wasn't the best either.
What are the rules?
Huh?
Do you remember the rules?
Oh, don't get them wet. Don't feed them after midnight.
Keep them out of light.
Keep them out of light.
Yeah. You can't handle light. What was the progression?
Oh.
Well, what did it started off as a what?
A Mowgli.
Mogwai.
Yeah, whatever.
What the hell is a Mowgli?
I don't know. Oh, I'm thinking Jungle Book. Never mind.
Starts off as a Mogwai, then it goes to the pupal stage, then it hatches as a gremlin.
So how come the first one, the whatever you said, how come he doesn't ever progress to the mean one?
Because he doesn't eat after midnight. Only the mean ones trick Billy into feeding them after midnight. They unplug the clock.
Stop! Oh, that Billy. Never mind.
The name of the character, you idiot! Why, do you have Mogwai at home that Billy might accidentally feed after midnight?
Mowgli at home, though.
Thank God you don't, because you would feed it after midnight and get it wet, and then we'd all be dead. The world would be overrun with gremlins. Why? Because Terry fucked up. Somebody trust you with a pet like that? I don't think so.
But he was
Like that old Chinese gentleman would say, you are not ready for such responsibility. Definitely not in your case. Neither was Rand Peltzer. Rand Peltzer, the inventor, the father, don't you remember?
Yeah.
Man, you really were drunk and stoned in the 80s, weren't you?
I remember. I didn't know his name, but I know what you're talking about. He brought him home as a present.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I was watching that last night on Smithsonian Channel. They had like 3 hours of the 80s. It was this huge documentary about the 80s. Like they're talking about the 1910s or some shit like that.
But
Like
they do it the whole time now. Even on my internet, they have like a whole thing just dedicated to all kinds of things from the 80s.
well, that's dedicated to the I'm told this is a documentary like they're examining a time so long ago, it's
No,
history.
but that's what it was. It was like they had a
God.
time capsule and everything, and they had
But when
like.
they got to the drug part, I thought about you right away.
Stop.
All the drug parties and everything
And
else,
they had, like,
there you
all,
were.
like, all the things about like the pop culture of the day and music of the day.
I know, they had all that. 3 hours long. Some was the politics, some was the social shit going on, and the music, and the movies.
Well, the 80s were great. I love the 80s.
Well, the 80s was a decade of Spielberg.
I love the 80s. Oh, go
Why?
on. What do you mean, why?
Why would you have liked the 80s, really?
Because it was a really good decade.
Yeah, but you don't even
Everybody
remember.
thinks so. Everybody thinks so because they always go back to the 80s.
You were so drunk at that
I
time,
was
you couldn't
not.
possibly remember the 80s.
I was not.
I'm sorry, you're right. You were stoned.
No, I was not.
You were
No,
stoned.
I was not.
Completely
I
blitzed.
was not.
Uh-huh.
No.
You don't even remember the 80s.
No.
You don't remember a lot about the 80s, do you?
I do. So listen to me. You always do this. You say that like I was stoned all the time or drunk all the time, and I was not. I don't. Even today, I don't do that.
You just got done telling
Listen
me
to me.
about you and your sister drinking yourselves to a coma over Thanksgiving.
Will you listen to me? It's not. We don't do this all the time. We do it when we get together. I explain this to you all.
Yeah, you do it when you get together. That's funny. We don't do this all the time. We just do it when we get together. I love that. That's classic.
It's not like all the time, though. It's not like every day or every week. I mean, sometimes we don't see each other for months.
Oh, God.
Oh, maybe not months, but
Yeah.
at least a month, maybe.
Oh, my God. Yeah, well, she wasn't with you when you went to the wine tasting that time.
No, she wasn't.
And you managed to get yourself drunk then.
Well, that's because I was sampling them. And it was a really big wine tasting.
You were sampling. You're not supposed to drink every wine.
That.
Yeah, I know you were. Free booze? You bet you were there.
Okay, so why do you not think that Diane and Brandon are drunks then? They were at the tasting.
Because I know that those two can control themselves around alcohol because I've seen that. I've been to parties over there where they've been. They're not real and drunks, even though there's plenty of booze around. And they don't have a history of drunk driving and alcoholism either.
I don't.
Well, neither do they. You do have a history of drunk driving, however.
One. Yeah. One.
You remember what Mike said about drunk drivers, right?
What?
How many times it has to happen before they actually get caught?
Yes, but that's not true.
We all know. You were just talking about that wine sampling you were at.
Yeah.
You were driving that day. You drove here.
I know.
You sat right here in this van, so drunk, I almost passed out in your breath fumes.
It wasn't this van, was it?
Yes, it was.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Are you see? That's how drunk you were.
I was not. I was not that bad.
Blitzed. Three sheets to the wind.
I was
Shit-faced.
not.
Pick your
I
euphemism.
wasn't. I wasn't. I was not that bad.
But I thought about you right away when they started talking about the drugs. There's that. There goes Terry. Don't you remember Miami Vice? Oh, that's another one. And the drug culture of the 80s. It was all over the place.
That was a question in our Mad Gab.
I don't know what that is, but why would that be a question?
Celebrity Mad Gab. It's a board game.
What, Crockett and Tubbs?
No, well, that's one of the things that I had to give my sister the clue for, so that she would get.
She didn't know who Crockett and Tubbs. Even
No,
I know
so
who
that
Crockett
she
and
would
Tubbs
get-
are.
shh, so that she would get Don Johnson or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like giving her clues and stuff. Now, how does the theme music go?
I don't
Because
know.
I think I got it right, but I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
It was like da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da.
Once I would have
like
known.
that.
I don't remember anymore. I haven't seen the show in years, but
Right. I don't know if I got that right, but it sounded right. It sounded familiar to
all you gotta do is look it up on Google
Yeah.
or YouTube. I bet it's right there on YouTube, where this video will be.
Stop!
What?
Stop it!
Well, you don't want the rabbit murderer coat to be seen on YouTube?
Stop!
Rabbit murderer coat. Rabbit murderer. Look at that. How many bunny rabbits had to die to make this coat? Cute little bunny rabbits, too. I bet they had little bunny tail, little bunny ears. And they had names like Hoppity. Oh, yeah. There's his name tag. Hoppity. Right there. Hoppity.
But I didn't kill him. Though.
Well, you were complicit in his demise, let's say. If the customer was
already
not
dead, though.
Yes, because the customer is there to buy the product. If the customer was not there to buy the product, the rabbit wouldn't be killed because there'd be no financial gain to it.
Yeah, but he was already dead, so why shouldn't I wear him after the fact?
Really, you're gonna go with that?
Yes.
That's just plain
I got
pathetic.
nothing else, so why not?
What's wrong with a wool jacket?
But this is nice and soft.
Or a
I
nice
can pet it.
cotton canvas like the one I'm wearing?
Look, I pet myself all day.
You really do.
Yeah. It's
Nice.
so soft.
Nice.
It really is soft.
Why don't you get a real bunny rabbit then?
Because how am I going to take a real bunny rabbit with me everywhere I go?
You don't. You leave it in the house in a cage.
Well, then how can I pet it?
At night when you're home. Well, you're home all day anyway. You don't work. You're home all day. You could be there. You're still
It's
unemployed.
easier for me to just pet myself.
So what are you going to do for money?
I am going to have to get a job somehow.
But you don't have a job. I mean, right now, what are you going to do for money?
I don't know. I don't have any right now.
Oh, boy. Billy.
I mean, I got a couple bucks on me now. But
Billy, I need money. He'll give you money.
No, he always gives me an attitude about giving me money.
Yeah, but he'll give it to you because he wants you to get the hell out of there.
Stop.
He wants the apartment to himself. He's got his game on. He don't want you around queering the deal.
Shut up.
So he'll throw you $20. You'll go play video games somewhere.
Pet me?
Not really.
Are you sure?
Quite. I don't like to pet dead things. Well, that's what that is, a coat of dead bunny rabbits you're wearing there.
Yeah.
It's like going to the cemetery and petting a corpse. Why would I want to do that?
So.
Would you pet a dead cat if you found one?
No.
Then why are you petting dead rabbits? You realize there's not a whole lot of difference between rabbit fur and cat fur? How do you know?
Stop!
I'll just say, how do you know that that's a rabbit fur coat and it's not made from a bunch of Siamese cats?
Stop!
Because I got to tell you something. I actually had a cat with a coat very similar to that.
Stop!
I did. Her name, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. The old man did. Her name was Munchkin. Munchkin the kitty.
Stop it,
She got run over by a cat by a car in the street, but Munchkin. They had a coat exactly that color. Kind of like a tiger stripe Siamese mix of some kind.
Stop!
Or a very dark calico even, you can call that. I'm just saying, you don't know. They just tell you it's rabbit fur. You really don't know what fur that is. You didn't kill the animal yourself, you said. You said. You didn't see it killed. You don't know where that fur really came from. Could even be puppy dog fur for all you know.
Stop!
What do you think the humane societies do when they have to euthanize the animals?
It feels like rabbit.
So does cat fur.
No, it don't.
That looks just like my tiger's.
I think you're wrong. No, I'm not going with that.
Well, go home and pet your cat and pet that and see if I'm not right.
My cat don't feel like this.
Same thing.
No.
Because there's not a whole lot of difference between rabbits and cats. Except one eats plants, one eats meat.
Rabbit is softer. It has softer fur.
Well, some cats have soft fur too.
My cat is soft fur, but not like this.
Well, different cats, different fur, but I have a cat with fur that soft.
Stop!
I do. You're probably wearing cats. Poor little kitty cats. Well, I'm just saying that there's probably places down in the city where they eat cats. We know that. And what do you think to do with the fur? You think they're going to throw that out when they can sell it? Of course not. They're going to make coats out of it so the gullible idiots tell them it's fucking rabbit fur. You know, Billy probably got a cut rate on it for that reason right there. He probably laughs every time he thinks about it. There goes Terry wearing a cat fur coat. You don't know it. Cat fur and puppy dog tails. Yeah.
He wouldn't do that. He likes cats.
Oh, he'd do it to get something over on you. Yes, he would. You know he would. Oh, yeah. Of course, he may not have known it.
Probably. But, no, it's not true.
I'm sure he probably bought it off the back of a truck anyway when he did.
He bought it at Wilson's. When there was Wilson's around. And, you know, now I can't find, like, a real leather jacket anywhere.
Who wears leather?
Everybody.
Who?
But lately...
I don't know one person that wears leather except the bikers.
No. Lately, all I see is fake leather everywhere I turn.
Well, fake leather is cheaper, that's why, and easier to take care of.
But I like real leather.
Can you afford either one?
Yeah.
Where are you getting the money?
Well, I mean, no, but yeah.
Where are you getting the money?
I don't know.
So you can't afford real leather or fake leather?
At this moment, no.
Okay, why are you smacking me with that ring you're wearing?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to take it off and bang you in the head with it.
What do you mean?
McFly! What movie?
I don't know.
Oh, come on!
McFly?
Don't you...
Oh, wait, don't tell me. Wait, I know this one, I think.
Okay, this may take a while.
Oh, my God. I can't think.
It's just the music while we wait.
Stop! Let me think.
All right! I can smell it already. Go ahead.
Shut up.
I cannot believe you have to think about this.
The car thing. When flying up in the air and stuff.
You don't know the name of the movie, do you?
I do.
One of the most famous movies of the 1980s.
Clock tower thing.
Famous movie of the 80s. You don't know who it is.
I do.
McFly! I told you never to come in here, McFly!
Stop! Back to the Future.
There you go. It only took you about 5 minutes.
Shut up.
Tick, tick, tick,
Michael
tick, tick.
J. Fox.
Well, that wasn't the one who... He was a McFly, but he wasn't the only McFly.
No, but he was the McFly.
Ah, there's Poppy.
Wasn't he the McFly?
No.
Can you get my pocketbook now, please?
Hold on.
He was McFly.
All right.
Give me my pocketbook.
You see me getting out of the car?